Dear student, last time I have discussed about the redistribution of charges and common potential. Today I am going to discuss about the capacitor and the capacitance of a capacitor. So first I am going to define what is a capacitor. According to the definition of a capacitor is a pair of two conductors of any shape which are close to each other and have equal and opposite charges. It means what is the condition for a capacitor? There will be pair of two conductors and there is no any restriction about its shape, but both are close to each other and have equal and opposite charges. Suppose two plates A and B, and through a source on the plate A, suppose a charge plus is given, a positive charge is given to the plate A. Then due to induction, a induced charge, same amount of the charge be induced on the inner surface of B. And same amount of the charge lies on its outer surface. It means on the plate A we are giving the charge through a source, while on the plate B, due to induction, or simply you can say here due to this positive charge, opposite charge is induced on the inner surface of B and same amount of the positive charge be induced on the outer surface of B. And when outer surface of B is being earth, then you can say this positive charge which lies on the outer surface of B is transferred to the earth. And now here you will get only this plate A and this one is plate B. Here this charge is suppose here positive. Same amount of the negative charge is left on inner surface of this plate B. Now it behaves like a capacitor which have the equal and opposite charges and separated by a small distance. And this one is called a parallel plate air capacitor. Why air capacitor? Because the medium between these two plates is air. So simply you can say a capacitor is denoted by, in the electrical circuit it is denoted by in the different way, but simply you can say here if one plate, this one plate is, suppose I am saying here this one is plus Q, this one is a minus Q. So simply it is what here notation for a capacitor which have the equal and opposite charge. Now the capacitance of a capacitor. If the charge on the plate of a capacitor are suppose plus Q and minus Q, means equal and opposite charges on the two plates. So if the charge on the plate of a capacitor are plus Q and minus Q and the potential difference between them is V, then the capacitance of a capacitor is given by C is equal to Q upon V. Already I have given this formula. Q is equal to CV, where when a charge Q is given to a conductor and suppose its potential is raised in the same proportion by V, then you know Q is directly proportional to V, or Q is equal to CV. Then C is equal to Q upon V, where C is the capacitance. Here, if the charges on the plate of a capacitor are plus Q and minus Q, suppose this one charge is here plus Q, one plate, other plate is at minus Q, potential difference between them is what here V, then the capacitance of this capacitor is given by C is equal to Q upon V. So in this way we can find the capacitance of any capacitor. And the capacitance of a capacitor can also be defined in the another way. How? The capacitance of a capacitor is the ratio of charge given to the plate of the capacitor to the potential difference produced between the plate of a capacitor. Now, some important points regarding the capacitor. First, the net charge on any capacitor is zero. Net charge means total charge on the both plate, and you have there will be the equal and opposite charges, so the net charge on any capacitor is 0. Second point is what here? The capacitance of a capacitor does not depend on charge Q and on potential difference V. I hope maybe this one is very surprising for you, because you know capacitance C is equal to Q upon V. So I hope maybe there will be a misconception in your mind that when we increase the charge Q, then C increases, or when we decrease the potential difference between them, then C increases. But remember this, as you will increase the charge on the plate of a capacitor, then in the same proportion the V will also increase. So the ratio Q by V is remain constant. So in this way you can say the capacitance of a capacitor does not depend on charge Q and on the potential difference V. Third point, each conductor is considered like a capacitor, but their second plate is lies at infinity, or we can assume each conductor is like a capacitor whose other plate is lies at infinity. And fourth point, in any electrical circuit, the capacitor is denoted by simply by the two line, this one, or you can say in some book also it is denoted by like this one, this one. This one for a representation, or simply in any electrical circuit a capacitor is represented by this, and a variable capacitor in any circuit, and a variable capacitor is denoted or simply represented in any electrical circuit like this one here. Suppose this one is a capacitor, and simply when you will draw a arrow like this, simply you can say a arrow like this, this represents the variable capacitor. In this way you can find out in any electrical circuit what type of capacitor we include. Student, today you go through only this small topic which I have just discussed, and in evening again I will give you the next video. Thank you.